Okay, I'd like to find an equation for the line of slope 6 going through the point 5, comma 13. So, 5, 13 is a specific point that's on the line. We were given, there's this point that's on the line, but there are actually many points on the line. So just any old point, any generic point on the line, we're just going to call x, comma y. Now, I think a lot of people have seen a way of attacking this question, but I really want to build all of the ideas together. So please follow this exploration with me. What we have is the point 5, 13, and then we have this generic point x, comma y. And the slope of the line that contains these 2 points, the specific point and the generic point, the slope of that line must be 6. So let's compute the slope of that line, right? So between the point 5, 13 and the point xy, run through the slope formula, you have y minus 13 all divided by x minus 5. And this must be 6, right? So that must be is the equal sign, and then 6. A more usual answer is to take the previous answer we have here and multiply both sides by x minus 5, right? So if we clear the denominator, not by erasing it, but by doing a valid algebra step, by multiplying both sides by x minus 5, then on the left side, the x minus 5 you introduce is going to cancel with the x minus 5 in the denominator. Then you're going to have y minus 13 is equal to 6 times quantity x minus 5. And we can stop there. You can distribute the 6 if you want, but I'd rather not. I would rather just leave this as y minus 13 is equal to 6 times the quantity x minus 5. Let's try this again. I'd like to find a very typical or standard equation for the line of slope negative 4 going through the point 1, 8. So again, 1, 8 is a specific point on the line. Xy is just a generic point on the line. It represents any point on the line. So the slope of the line that's containing 1, 8 and xy must be negative 4. So the slope of the line containing 1, 8 and xy, that part is y minus 8 over x minus 1. That must be negative 4. So we'll set that equal to negative 4. Okay, this technically works as an equation for the line, but a more typical format is to multiply both sides by the denominator. So multiply both sides by x minus 1, and you're going to get y minus 8 is equal to negative 4 times the quantity x minus 1. So let's apply the same process. Here we were given the number negative 4 for the slope. We were given the number 1 and the number 8 as the x and the y coordinate for the point. Now what if we weren't given those things right away? What if we were just told the slope is m, and then the point was x1, y1? Then we should still run through the same process as we just did. So x1, y1 is a specific point on the line. xy is a generic point on the line. We should talk about the slope of the line containing x1, y1 and xy. That must be m. So the part highlighted yellow here, just like above, that part would be, so the part in yellow is the slope of a line containing those 2 points. We just run it through the slope formula. So y minus y1 over x minus x1, right? Change in y over change in x. That must be m, so equals m. Now, multiply both sides by the denominator. You have y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x1. Cool. We have actually discovered a thing that maybe you've seen before. It is called the point-slope form. So given a point, x1, y1, and a slope m, the fastest way to make an equation for the line is to write this, is to write y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So what we saw up here in the Q&A is actually just the exploration. It's a convincing argument for why the formula for the point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So now that we have this nice, compact, very quick tool to use, let's apply it, right? So here's, before doing so, just a quick clarification. When you form an equation of a line using this format, you should plug in for x1 and for y1 and for m. Please do not plug in for x and y at all, right? So here we go. Find an equation for the line through the point 8, 6 of slope 5. Okay, so x1, y1 is 8, 6. M is equal to 5. We just plug in those details into the point-slope form. So I just copy the point-slope form from the box at the top, and we just plug in our details here, and we have y minus 6 is equal to 5 times the quantity x minus 8, and we are done. There's no need to reformat this in a different format. By the way, if you really need y by itself, then just take that equation, the last equation we had, just add 6 to both sides, and you'll have y is equal to 5 times the quantity x minus 8, then plus a 6. Or if you want to write the 6 first, you could have y equals 6 plus 5 times the quantity x minus 8.